You ready for the noisy part, David?
Oh! Oh no! Oh no!
We're just preparing to put self-leveling compound down in this back hallway. You'll see we've put cement boards down through most of the hallway, but we haven't put cement board over the concrete floor. So instead we're going to put self-leveling compound down. So the idea is we put the leveling compound down to bring it up to match the level of the cement board. And we'll do that all the way through this back corridor. We've taken off the door that goes down to the cellar, and we're going to level up this very top step to the same level as the rest of the floor. So it's already flat, but because we're bringing the floor up, we need to bring this top step up as well. We've also uncovered this sort of gap. It's always been here. There's a gap at the back here behind the door. So we're going to fill that in with concrete now before we do anything else. Dave's just cut this bit of plywood, which we're going to put at the edge of the floor here. So that will stop the self-leveling from flowing out down the stairs. Perfect. Turns out you did order 3. Here's the third one.
Ah, there it is.
Right, there we go. We've got just a thin bead of silicone along that edge, which should stop the self-leveling from running down the stairs. It's doing a pretty good job of leveling itself, I'd say. I've got this very spiked roller, which I'm planning to use, but I think I might leave that until a bit later on in the process. I don't really feel like I need to do anything here. It's leveling itself. Although this second mix has got a lot more bubbles in it. So this might be a good candidate for the spiked roller in a minute. Well, I'm actually quite tempted now to take this tripod
Yeah, or if he's done, then he's there.
up to the other end. And there we have it, leveling compound.
We took a brief pause from the house to work on the garden. We really wanted to sow some pumpkin seeds because we like to decorate seasonally with them in the autumn. In the fullness of time, we'd like a proper kitchen garden, something a little bit like this. Wow, ChatGPT really went to town with those greenhouse things, not sure why. But in the meantime, we decided to make a temporary kitchen garden just so that we could grow something. Woo, sorry, flower. Woo. I'm scared when we lift up this tarp, a great big rat's gonna come running out. Cole, please don't do that. Oh, ow! Oh, oh no! There's ants on me, and I think one just bit me. Oh, I didn't know ants could bite. That really hurt. Does one person want to start digging the ground over and the other person weed? Pull the weeds.
Do you want to start digging the ground over?
Yeah, I vote. I vote not doing the digging.
Do you want me to dig and you pick out the rubble?
Yeah.
Do you think we're going to unearth some treasures?
I think the most we can hope for is a rat.
I think the most we're going to get is some rocks.
Careful, Wham.
Would you agree?
It's looking a little bit hodgepodge, but... Right, I'll go get the seeds. I've got our pumpkin seeds all at the ready. So we've got Baby Boo, those are the cute little white ones. Casper, bigger white ones. Baby Bear, those are really good for cooking with, but also quite nice small traditional orange pumpkins. Oh, hi Cole. And then the one I'm really excited about is Strawberry Crown. So they're a lighter coloured pumpkin, but with a bit of a pink hue to them. Just have to see if any of them germinate, because I have had these seeds for a little while. Oh, so by December 2026. So we should be good with any luck. So one here. And then roughly one there. I've already lost track of what's going where, but it doesn't really matter. I just need to mark where these are really with something so that I know where to put the cloches.
Oh yeah.
And, oh, Cole, an organised person would have labels.
You got all the
but-
seeds you need now?
Yep. Do them quite deep, not too deep. There's one. I'm just so excited about these pink ones, like I can't even tell you. So those
Pink
are probably the ones
pumpkins?
that won't germinate. Yeah. Right, I'm just going to give my cloches a clean. Excuse me, Cole.
Okay.
Right, got my much beloved Victorian cloches here, but I just need to give them a really good clean. Okay, I'm conscious that this isn't a cleaning vlog, but I'm just going to go in with a little bit of bicarb of soda just because it's a gentle abrasive, just on some of the more problematic bits. I might just put some on my Dishmatic. I seem to have some stubborn moss and things stuck to the glass this time around. Oh no! Look what's happened! I'm hoping that just goes, oh God, it's splashed everywhere. Oh, there we go, clicked back on. This one's not so bad. Saddens me to see that rust on it though. Maybe I'll do some research and see if there's a product that's good for getting that off, or maybe in time repaint them a little bit. So that's all done now. And actually, compared to what it was, it's looking really nice. An unusual Rectory disorganisation. We don't actually have plant tags, so we're just using rocks to mark where these are at the moment. I've just given them some water, and it's a really, really hot sunny day today, so I need to take their lids off so they don't get too hot. Only 2 of them actually have cloches because these things are just so obscenely expensive. We only own 2 of them. So it's forecast to be about 28 degrees today. And the great thing with these is you can just do this. Oh my goodness, those are heavy. So you can just have them open like that.
Morning everyone. It's a really lovely sunny day today, and today I'm in the kitchen because I want to talk about a bit of a mistake that I've made. If I point the camera up at the ceiling, hopefully it should be immediately clear what I've done wrong. So across to this left side of the room, around the edge, I've put a series of downlighters, and they follow where the worktop will be. And I've also put a pendant in the middle. So we're going to put a table in the middle of this room. So there's downlighters around the edge, and then a pendant light which we'll take down and hang over the table in the middle of the room. And that's great. But I don't know what I was thinking that day, but I didn't put any lights on the other side of the room. Absolutely nothing at all. So this right side of the room, which will have our larder cupboard and our fridge, it's just got no lighting at all. So I'm going to have to find a way to put a couple more downlights on this right side of this room. The other mistake here is that the pendant light is actually in the wrong place, because realistically the table wants to extend out into the bay window, but we've put the pendant light right in the middle of the room instead. So really the light wants to be where the fire alarm is, and the fire alarm wants to be where the light is, and again this corner of the room just needs some more downlight so that it's not completely dark. Now, the big problem that makes all of this worse is that we've already fixed down and glued all of the floorboards upstairs. So without doing quite a bit of damage, there's no great way of getting above this ceiling to put cables in for additional lights. So I'm going to have a chat with David tomorrow, and essentially we've got 2 options. We can either cut a channel into this ceiling, or get upstairs and dig up some of our newly glued down floorboards to get at the thing from above. Here's a diagram of the lights that I installed before. Again, I really don't know what I was thinking with this. And here's an updated diagram of what I'm hoping to achieve. It's basically the minimum possible change, so I don't have to do too much damage to this lovely newly plastered ceiling. I've now cut 2 new holes in the ceiling for these 2 new downlights. One of them cut very, very cleanly. The other one I've made a bit of a mess. Meanwhile, David's upstairs cutting some holes in the floorboard so that we can get up there and get the cables in. Here I am in the guest bedroom, and here is the mess we've made of the nice new floorboards. Well, there's cables marked here, and there's no reason there'd be cables marked here unless there was a beam. So that's a pain. And as much as you could probably go here, you'd be nowhere near a light. Yep, that's the one.
I mean, that's just the one leading.
That's the one that leads to it, so we just need to follow that cable. Oh, hang on. It's through. Yep. I'm happy now. Mostly. So from above, this is what we've had to do. We've cut 1 hole where we can reach the 2 new downlights. Another hole to swap the positions of the pendant and the smoke alarm. And then a 3rd hole above another downlight so that we could get a feed cable across from it to the new ones. And here's the ceiling from below. So here we've got, again, the smoke alarm and the pendant light, which we've swapped over. So now the smoke alarm's in the middle of the room, and the pendant light is closer to the bay window. And then over here we've got the 2 new downlights. So I'm going to start wiring everything back in. That's the smoke alarm wired in. I'll just show you before I put the cover on it. All the wires are in. You ready for the noisy part, David? That works. Now I can start wiring these downlights back in. Yes. Love it. Last one to do now.
Oh, amazing.
It wasn't that I didn't want you to see stuff, it was more just that I didn't want to get exploded. That one works. And the downlights. Yay! There's the original lights over there, and there's the 2 new ones. Last job of the day before I go home, I need to drill a 20mm pipe hole in this tile that Dave's going to put down. So I've got a 20mm tile hole saw here. It's a diamond hole saw, which is not nearly as fancy as it sounds. The main thing to do here is to keep it lubricated and keep it cooled. These diamond hole saws get ridiculously hot. This starts the cut and keeps it aligned, and then the big diamond cut around the edge finishes the job. Put some water on there, and off we go. It's mostly just time consuming. And there we are, we're through. Don't know if that's a perfect hole, but it will be good enough to get the pipe through.
As always, thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe for future updates, and we'll see you in a week's time.